Hello, everyone. My name is Ian Kaiser, and I'm here to bring you general tips for business communication. Our book speaks briefly about the basic principles of business communication and the how to's of interactions and general ethic situations. But I wanted to give you scenarios and explain those scenarios and what to do in those scenarios. So what I did is I made this acronym called the ATE or 8, which is the apparel, timing, and energy. And I'll go more into this acronym as we continue on. For the first one, I want to talk about apparel. What you wear reflects who you are and the level of professionalism that you bring. What I mean by this is if you go into an interview or a meeting, of course, you're not going to be wearing a t-shirt or gym shorts. That is just not something that would represent professionalism. In interviews, you would most likely go in with a button-down shirt. Maybe your hair is done and looks nice. Men, you probably would shave your face or trim your beard, whatever it may be. And you'd be wearing either slacks or jeans with a belt. And that is just professionalism that is standard in what you do to represent how you want the job and what you would do to want the job. For meetings, it's a little bit more business savvy. You would be wearing a button-down shirt with a tie. You'd be wearing slacks with a belt. And then on a day-to-day basis, it's a little bit more simple. It's probably leaning closer more to the interview side of apparel, which would be just a button-down shirt without a tie and either jeans or slacks with a belt. Timing. Your timing shows you can give thought to critical thinking in situations. What I mean by this is that timing allows you to not jump into scenarios that would make you say things too fast or not allow you to give you time to think about situations or discussions. In interviews, you're asked questions a lot. I mean, a majority of the interview is people asking you questions. So when somebody asks you a question, you want to pause for a moment, and if you need to, say, okay, can I have some time to think about that? And this is so that you can think about the question, think about the proper way to answer the question that makes you look like you are willing to represent the job and what it stands for, that you are the best applicant for that job. For discussions like web seminars and video conferences, there are going to be multiple people speaking at once. So you'll want to give time to think about what other people are saying and critically think about how to respond to that and give them constructive criticism. And the last one is energy. Having the right energy sets the mood for interaction. Don't overdo positive and negative emotions. Like in an interview, if you walk in with too much energy, you're overly positive, maybe a little too arrogant, then it comes off as slightly annoying or irritating, or it just can cause some friction between you and the person that might be interviewing you. What you want to do is give off the right impressions. You're not trying to become their best friend. You're not trying to suck up to them either. What you want to do is just come off as being very comfortable within the situation that you're in. You want to be comfortable and friendly. And by that, I mean, when somebody asks you, I don't know. Giving off the right impression, I don't know. Okay. I'm editing this part out. Think about it. See, this is where timing comes in. If you mess up, you just got to give yourself time to think about it. By giving off the right impression, again, I said that you want to be comfortable and you want to be confident in yourself. You want to be confident in what you're saying because it makes people think that you are right for this position, that you are comfortable and confident with where you're at and how you're interacting and choosing your words. It makes people think that you are capable Whereas if you are too arrogant or you're too shy, you're stiff, you're tense, that makes people think that you are somewhat either, shy, which is understandable, but it also gives off the impression of not being entirely reliable. It's finding a middle ground between being confident while not being arrogant and also being comfortable with not being relaxed. So, with that being said, thank you guys for listening to my presentation, and have a good one.